What's up, ladies and G's? It's your boy D1 here on Clear Enemy's YouTube channel, and I'm bringing you guys a Halo 5 gameplay that I had. It was a 4v3. I started off kind of rough. We really picked it up, and I'm going to tell you the outcome of this game. But it was a pretty good game for a 4v3. So, three main things I want to talk about in this game. I played 12 games total. And for the most part, I played pretty well. I feel like I got ranked into Platinum 1, which I feel like is pretty low for me, Halo-wise anyway. I'm pretty good at Halo normally. This game is obviously the best game that I had out of the 12. So I won't say that I'm really good at this game. I haven't played Halo in a long time. I'm still trying to figure out movement, you can see. So that's one thing that I really need to work on. But anyway, let's get into these topics. So the first topic I want to talk about is the maps for Halo 5. I played Team Deathmatch, Solo Queue, and all of the maps went. They just run really well together. They're really smooth. They're kind of hard. I think that there's like a short learning curve, I guess, for learning these maps. I figured out the weapon spawns really quickly. I think those are really well placed. They're not like already at power positions, so you kind of have to go get a weapon and then fight your way to a power positions for it to really be a strong weapon. So I feel like that's really important. The maps themselves are really nicely set up. Like, you have nice lines of sight, you have ways to escape, you have ways to flank. There's not anywhere to like really turtle up. There's a few places like you can hold down map like the side of a map obviously, but it's hard to like hold like just corners of the map, and I think that's really important, especially for like competitive TDM. I'm not really sure if they still do that. I know they used to in Halo 3, and that's competitively that's the most familiar that I'm with. So Platinum 1 for me, kind of disappointing, but whatevs. I'm sure I'll increase. This is the first time I played Halo in forever. I didn't play any Halo leading up to this. Another thing that I would like to discuss about the maps is the spawns for people. People spawns or player spawns, I guess, are not very good, I don't think. I think that the idea is to make it sort of like Call of Duty, where you spawn like closest to the action as possible while still being kinda safe, but you can spawn like, see, with there only being 4 people on a map like this, you can make safe spawns. Like, your teammates who are spawning can spawn like behind you and still be close enough to you to get right into the action. But I feel like too many times I spawn towards the enemy, like from my teammates. So I'll spawn in between my teammates and the enemy. So I'll like constantly, not constantly, but I'm gonna say 1 or 2 out of 10 times I'm spawning on top of a grenade or in somebody's bullets like already. And that cannot happen. Like, that should be like a 1 in crazy chance that people are blocking every spawn and all the timing's messed up. I think that needs to be fixed pronto. But it's not game breaking. Like I said, it only happens like 1 or 2 times out of 10, but it's really annoying when it happens. Like, and it can cost you a game. Another thing I want to talk about is the weapons. Weapons I feel like are super balanced. At least right now. The AR is good at short range, the BR is good at medium range, and the DMR is good at long range. I feel like everything just fits well. Like, I feel like if I have an AR and a guy's got a DMR up close, I can beat him. I feel like the time to kills are like, I think they're perfect right now for the weapons. And I'm not sure. Like I said, I've only played 12 games, but I feel like everything's balanced and really well like laid out. The pistol is good, like kind of everywhere. It's good for those like finishing kills, stuff like that, like nade shooting people. I just feel like it's super balanced. One thing I would like to see a buff on is the sniper. I feel like it takes forever to zoom in, and then when you shoot once, your gun like grows freaking crazy like everywhere. I don't know if like competitive players like that or not, because I know the snipers could be considered OP in Halo 3 because it was so smooth. But this, I feel like it could use a little bit of a buff. So weapons are good, I think. Everything feels good. Like, I like using every weapon. Didn't get a chance to use like the rockets or anything, so I don't know. But all the basic weapons feel good to me. Like the nades, the nade physics I think are good. You can't launch them, but they also don't just drop at your feet either. So I think that's really important for those physics to be good. And then, what was the last thing I wanted to talk about? To be honest, I can't remember what the last thing I wanted to talk about was. So what we're going to talk about is some more about the spawns. I think that for this to be a competitive game, the spawns need to be perfect. I think the best competitive games have like really good spawns. I think the main problem with the spawns is the fact that I think that the game decides that where you are going to spawn based on when you die. So when you die, well, alright, so when you die, I'm gonna guess that like 1 or 2 seconds after, it's gonna decide where you spawn. Now the problem is you wait like 5 or 7 seconds before you spawn. So you have to wait. So the game decides you're going to spawn in a position, and then 3 or 4 seconds later, then you actually spawn. And I think that that is not good at all, because a lot can change in that 3 or 4 seconds as far as positioning, where people are looking, who lives or dies. And I don't like that idea. I think that should be addressed probably really soon. I'm sure that they're working on stuff. I'm sure that they're paying attention to what's balanced and what's not. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to sub to Clear Enemies YouTube channel. Make sure to sub to me, D1, in the channel description. Content's probably slowed down a little bit. We lost a guy, but no worries. We'll be back on track soon. Peace out, guys. Thanks for watching.